Yo, 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 what up, YouTube? Welcome to Sinn-Take, man. My name is Jason, coming back with another one, but real fast, though. Listen, I want to tell y'all, man, remember this. Remember this. Energy and time is like money, okay? Energy and time is like money. So with that being said, ask yourself, what do you want to invest your energy and time in? Because it's money. You know, your energy is like money. You know, you need your energy to get up and do a lot of things. You know what I mean? Time is money. You know, you can't get that back. It's actually more expensive. So what do you want to invest your energy and time in, being how valuable it is? I want y'all to think about that as you continue to walk through this life. You know what I mean? I want you to continue to think about that as you walk on this journey and as you're on this path to get to where you're trying to get to, because it is very valuable what you spending your energy and time on. If you're not careful with that, then you wasting it, just like money. You know, you ever see people just waste money, like they just waste money on bullshit, almost like how kids quick to spend money on tons of candy and things that they don't need. You could be doing that same thing with your time and energy. So I want y'all to realize how valuable it is as you move forward in life. You know, you got a lot of people don't think about it. They don't think of it that way. You know, they act like they just got all the time in the world, but they really don't. You know, so they quick to waste it away. They quick to waste their time on a bunch of dumb shit. You know, they don't value it enough to where, you know, they using it wisely. That, you know, in ways where it's contributing to them now and in their future, you know, and maybe to others. So you got to think about that. You got to think about what you spending your time and your energy on. If you wasting energy, you putting it in places where it's not getting you nowhere. You putting it in places with on people that don't care about you. They not dropping any gems on you. You just putting it all over into these things and these places that's not doing you any well. Then guess what? You wasting that energy. You wasting that energy. You wasting that time that you have. So you got to look at it as money and look at it more expensive than money. You know, with money, you want to invest it, right? So it can grow. You know, you invest your money so it can grow and you can get more money. You want to do the same thing with your time and your energy. You know, because what you put your time and energy in, guess what? That can grow for you and benefit you in so many ways. You become so productive. You know what I mean? And you can grow a fucking empire just being smart with your time and your energy. You could grow a whole fucking empire, a fucking fortress, castle, all of the things that you imagine yourself having. Listen, a lot of us want things in this life. A lot of us want things. We want the house. We want the cars. We want the woman of our dreams. We want real estate. We want all of these things. We want all of this shit. We want the money. But guess what? We're not going to get it being reckless with our energy. We're not going to get it being reckless with our time. If you're not putting your time and energy towards those things, like putting you know, if you're not lining yourself up and putting that energy in that direction that could help you so you could move up these steps, so you could move on with your journey, so you could get to where you're trying to go, you're never going to get there. You're never going to get there. So I want y'all to think about that moving forward. Think about that. Think about everything that you're doing with your energy and your time. You know what I mean? And make a list of it. Make a list of it. Think about how important these things are to you and if you really need it and if it is really contributing to where you're trying to go, if it's really contributing to your future, to your goals, to your dreams. And you know what? You make that conscious decision to X some of that shit out. If it's not needed, then it ain't needed. And if it ain't doing nothing for you, it ain't doing nothing for you. Even in these relationships that y'all may be in. If you're not getting nowhere in these relationships and nothing is coming from it, listen, you got to cut that shit off. You know what I mean? If you know fapping and watching pornography ain't been doing nothing for you, you got to cut that shit off. Okay, if you know playing video games ain't been doing you nothing for you, you ain't getting nowhere, you ain't online making money off of it, you got to cut that shit off. If you got friends that you hanging around, ain't none of them putting you on game about anything, ain't putting you in no position to win, you got to cut the motherfuckers off. Real talk. You got family that only want to do the things that you trying to stay away from, then guess what? You got to cut the motherfuckers off. They don't mean you no well. Y'all grew up together and that's fine and dandy and all that shit, but this grown man life is a total different story. We not kids no more. You know, you've been there and done that. You've been there and done that. So guess what? It's time to move forward. It's time to win. It's time to be careful with your energy and your time. Your energy and your time, you got to be careful where you putting that. Be careful where you putting that and understand how important it is. You will never get time back. You can't press rewind and then you get that time back. That's why I'm so appreciative of anybody that may watch this channel. You know what? Because however long this go, even though you have the option to stop and maybe go back, bottom line is you using your valuable time. So, man, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know, because I'm using my time to be positive and try to spread a positive word and energy to let y'all know how important things are. So you could take these things and, you know, use it as a tool as you move forward, you know. So I know how valuable time is. So that's why I'm so appreciative of anybody who take time out to maybe watch me and pick up some of this stuff that I'm telling y'all. Because, hey, you know, I get that love back. I feel that energy back. You know what I mean? So with that being said, please be mindful. Please be mindful of your time and your energy. Not everybody deserve it. Not everybody deserve it, but everybody want it because of who you used to be. You know, everybody feel they deserve it and want it because you were so reckless with it. So they want you around. Remember, misery loves company. When people out there that ain't doing nothing with themselves, they want to do nothing with other people so they don't feel as bad. They want to bring other people down with them. You cannot allow that. You are on a different level. You trying to get to a different area in your life. It's all going to be steps that you need to take to get there. And the first one is valuing, super valuing your time and your energy. You know, you ever look at these kids playing, you be like, damn, you know what I mean? I be looking at my daughter playing and I be like, shit, I wish I had that energy, you know? But for the most part, I do got a lot of energy. But when you look at kids, they got a different type of light. They got a different type of light on them. They got a different type of energy where it's non-stop. And then you can see how valuable that energy is because once before you used to have that. So now you see how valuable that is. You be like, damn, you know what I mean? So you need that energy to live, you know, to continue on with life. You need that energy to do so many things. You need it to get up. You need it to get yourself together. You need it for your brain to function. You need energy for everything. You need energy for everything. Otherwise, you just going to be laying flat somewhere. You know what I mean? So you need that energy. And while you have it, you got to be careful with it. You can't give it to anybody else. And that time, you need that time. And you need to utilize that time so you could put forth the effort that you need to so you could be successful. If you stupid with that time and you doing dumb things during that time or you doing nothing ass shit with it, then guess what? You're going to get nothing out of that time that you just spent. I'm very careful with my time. So if I could even use this time, it's at 8:54, 8:55. And listen, if I could do some positive shit, right? And even help myself get better at what I'm trying to do on YouTube, I'm valuing my time. I'm doing something good with my time. I'm not wasting my time. So guess what? I advise y'all not to waste y'all's either. Okay? That shit is money in the bank. That is money in your pockets. That's why I talk about holding in your energy. That is money in the bank. That's money in the bank. Now you could choose what you want to do with that energy and put it in all the areas you need to be successful. But if you ain't got that energy, right? Or you using it on dumb shit, right? Like you used to, you know what I mean? Then you got nothing left. You got nothing to offer the world or anybody, not the universe, nothing. You got nothing. So be careful with that shit and be careful with your time. And that's my time, all right? My name is Sinn, it's Sinn-Take. Holla at y'all later, man. Peace. First I'ma get on my grind, then second stop wasting my time on shit less important. If ain't about money, I'm going the other direction. And third, I'ma do what I gotta to eat. Fourth, I'ma sew up the streets. Fifth, I'ma never quit dropping this heat. So as long as I'm breathing, you better get used to me. Sixth, I'ma get